I want you all to feel like a badass. Which brings me to my question for you today. How do you tackle your week? How do you tackle Monday? How do you tackle Wednesday? How do you tackle Friday? How do you tackle the weekend? There was a post on social media this morning and it made me chuckle because it is one of the things that most entrepreneurs will grapple with and kick its butt. And that is, how do you show up on Mondays? And the post was, post your emoji that best describes your Monday, right? And it was very interesting. As you can imagine, there were about a bunch of funny, emojis that, but mostly like when we think of Mondays, it's like, oh, Mondays, oh, Mondays. And then of course there's Wednesdays, which is hump day, right? Everybody thinks of the Mike. And it's the, oh my gosh, it's almost over. Like all I have to do is survive another couple of days and it's over. And then we get to Fridays and it's like, oh, TGIF, baby. Like, let's go. I need booze. Like, let's go. It's 2:00 in the afternoon. Is it too early? Is it 5 o'clock somewhere? Like, what do I do? Let's go. And then of course you have the weekend. And so I think of it a little bit differently. And I thought maybe I'd share with you a little bit about how I approach the week because in honor of Mindset Monday, mindset matters, and how you're talking to yourself about each day really has a massive impact on the outcomes. And so it's funny, my emoji for Monday, the one that I found that I thought was the absolute best representation of my Monday was a rhinoceros, right? Because I'm ready. Like, I am so excited. I am snorting and I am pounding and let's go, right? I'm going to take on Mondays. But here's the thing. Mondays for me don't start on Monday. They start on Sunday. They start on Sunday at 7 o'clock. I get an appointment reminder. I take myself away. It takes me 5 or 10 minutes. I get on my phone and all I'm doing is looking at my Monday schedule. That's it. And what happens is it gets me focused and centered and knowing that my schedule is a beast mode schedule. I'm ready to take on the week. I know what time I'm getting up. I know what appointments I have. There's no worry at all. I can go into it calmly, like a rhinoceros though, right? Intently. And then when I get to Wednesdays, I'm excited about Wednesdays because what I get to do now is I get to look back at the last 2 days. How did I start my week? Did I get some things accomplished that I needed to get? And more importantly, what are the things that I'm going to need to get done Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so that I can really have a distinctive week? And so I get really, really excited about Wednesdays. It's not about on the downward side, or I think of over the hill. It's not over the hill. It's that check-in point that I get to celebrate what I've done to this point, and then I get to identify the 1, 2, or 3 specific things that I'm going to get done before the end of the week. And then we get to Fridays. And if you looked at my schedule at 2:30 every Friday afternoon, I have an hour blocked off, and it is my weekly review. And what I'm doing during that period of time is I'm looking back at all of the appointments that I had over the week, and I'm just taking notes. What was it that I learned? And I have to tell you something. Every appointment that I go on, I learn one thing at least, right? And I come out of that deal with something that I want to take action on. And I don't know about you, but before I went through this exercise, I would go through an entire week and I'd have all these incredible nuggets of things that I really wanted to accomplish. And then they would just go and never be done again, right? And what this does is it gives me this ability to sort of come out of this and come with 3, 5, 7 very specific tactics that I want to implement into my life and my business. And then I get to look into next week and I get to forecast. All right, well, let's create space, because remember, we time block. And I get to say, hey, listen, here's where I'm going to execute on those things that I learned from the previous week. Spoiler alert, Fridays mark the end. And again, I know everybody, depending on what your schedule is and that kind of stuff, your Friday could end up being a Sunday, but you understand the point. My Fridays end up being the culmination of a really great week, an opportunity to reflect and celebrate that which I did, forecast for the future, and then prepare myself to refuel me and show up for my family. And here's the spoiler alert. And here's where so many people sort of just, because of their mindset, because they've been programmed. And I'd ask you, if you want a different kind of relationship with your kids, with your wife, if you want to show up on Sunday night and be refreshed and ready to be a rhinoceros on Monday, don't go out to the bar and blow your brains out on Friday. Right? TGIF is hey, this is very exciting. It's an opportunity for us now to show up the way we want to for our families, to show up for ourselves, to go out and restore and refresh and relax and recharge so that we can have the right mindset to crush the following week. So I thought I'd share that with you. I hope that helps. If you're interested in time blocking and how I'm doing that, you can text me, text me time block, and I'll send you the video specifically on how I do my morning routine. Hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll talk to you later.